My name is Yoshihiro Arakawa, Professor and Director of Tsukuba Clinical Research and Development Organization, University of Tsukuba. Today, I will talk on the guidelines and procedures in clinical research. First, I will talk on the framework of clinical research in Japan. This shows the types of clinical research and the necessity of approval by ethics committees. There is an overlapping area here between clinical practice and clinical research. That includes the case report or post-marketing service studies. Within clinical research, clinical trials or interventional studies are included. Within clinical trials, registered clinical trials for approval of medicinal products are included, and they are regulated by PMDA Act, Pharmaceutical and Medical Device Act. There are also other clinical trials for medicinal products. They are regulated Clinical Trials Act. Medicinal products, in this case, stands for drugs, medical device, and regenerative medicine products. The clinical trials for medicinal products are divided into: one is registered clinical trials for approval of medicinal products, and they have to follow PMD Act, Pharmaceutical and Medical Device Act, and also they have to follow GCP guideline. GCP is the Good Clinical Practice, and this guideline is the global standard. Other clinical trials must follow or try to follow Clinical Trials Act. The clinical trials for unapproved medicinal products or off-label use and clinical trials with financial support from industries are called special clinical trials, and they have to follow Clinical Trials Act. On the other hand, the clinical trials for operational procedures or techniques and observation studies must follow ethical guidelines. These guidelines are not backed up by law, but eventually they have to follow these guidelines. There are two types of clinical research. One is for development of new medical technology, that is the medicinal product, and the other is for generation of evidence for proper use of medicines. Industry-sponsored registered clinical trials and investigator-sponsored registered clinical trials are done to get approval of medicinal products. The data from all types of clinical research, that is the registered clinical trials, other type of clinical trials, observational studies, and epidemiology, are used for evidence-based medicine, personalized medicine, safety information. There are two cases of investigator-sponsored clinical trials. One is development of drugs or medical device for orphan disease, which industries will not develop by themselves because of small market size. The other is that research and development of medical seeds originated from academia. They are called translation research, especially with new modalities, for example, regenerative medicines. Industries will not take risk in early phase of research of innovative medicine. Here's an example of an investigator-sponsored registered clinical trial. Robot suit hull hybrid assisted limb was developed by Professor Sankai of University of Tsukuba. We are developing hull for new indications for patients after brain stroke to facilitate the recovery more than that by normal rehabilitations. We collaborated in these clinical trials with Cyberdyne Corporation, that is university-originated venture company. Investigator-sponsored research clinical trials started in 2016 and finished 2021. There are 10 core centers for translational research in Japan. They are funded by Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology. University of Tsukuba is one of the 10 core centers in Japan. T-Credo was established in 2015 to facilitate translational research of medical science originated in Tsukuba, both from inside and outside university. The T-Credo is directly connected to the president, and we are strongly connected with the University Hospital and Faculty of Medicine, and collaborate with Office of Industry Academia collaboration. Here's the structure and function of T-Credo. We have now 74 full-time staff, including 18 faculty members, and 10 medical doctors, and 15 staff with R&D expertise in industries, and 4 staff with experience in review in PMDA or MHA. PMDA is the Japanese FDA, and this is the abbreviation of Pharmaceutical and Medical Device Agency. I'm now located here, and the Department of R&D Management provides one-stop service to researchers from patent applications, R&D strategies, grant applications, partnering, and licensing, and so on. The Translational Research and Education Center provides many professional education programs, including research review, that is the entrepreneur fostering in medical fields. The medical research studio also the programs that foster medical technology, that is medical device researchers. Center for Integrative Medicine and Engineering is located within Hospital Ward Building B, and it provides the space for feasibility study of medical devices and so on. We have also the clinical research service center within T-Credo.